So somebody's hurt you, and you want justice, and you want them to pay for what they did. But you haven't acknowledged that they're a mirror of you, that they're treating you the way that you've treated yourself. And if you actually do love yourself, you're going to ask for peace, not war. And sometimes that means you being like Christ and asking for forgiveness for them and yourself, because you've been treating yourself this way. And putting down the knives and treating them how you want to be treated, which is with kindness, respect, appreciation, and gratitude. And I know that's going to be hard, and it's going to, because if you feel like if you're giving up your anger and your resentment, you're losing an identity that you've been wronged. But that is your victim. And when you're in victim mode, you're losing at life. You're creating hell on earth. And you deserve heaven, which requires you to be the one to put down your knives and to acknowledge that you've been doing this to yourself, to thank that mirror in your life who's causing you pain, and start treating yourself better so that you can start living a happier life. You really are not wanting to disconnect from everybody in your life and get rid of them. You're actually wanting connection with them. You're wanting to feel loved and supported and kindness and appreciated by them. But that requires you doing the same for them by putting away your knives and stop playing God and stop needing to hold them accountable and stop needing to require them to pay for their sins as it is. I have a friend who was abused in her past, and so now she's very staunch on making sure nobody gets away with anything with her. But she hasn't acknowledged that she was the one that abused herself. And until she does that, and until she stops abusing herself and stops allowing she cares more about what other people think of her than what she thinks about herself. She bends over backwards for people to receive love instead of loving herself. There's so many boundaries that she's breached inside of herself, and she's mad at all these other people for breaching those boundaries, but she hasn't acknowledged that she's been doing it to herself this whole time. And when she can see that, and she can forgive herself, and she can forgive everybody, and she can just create connection, just show them kindness, love, and compassion, and make them feel safe, and stop projecting her pain onto them, and vice versa, she's going to finally find peace and create heaven on earth. And sometimes that does mean enabling somebody, and even if they've been acting like an asshole, still reaching over and hugging them and kissing them and loving them anyways. Because ultimately, when you can dissolve the monsters in your life and you can give them what they really need and want, which is compassion, love, and kindness, they will connect with you and they will stop showing up in aggressive ways. And if they can stop showing up in aggressive ways, you win, because you get what you need, which is love, kindness, and respect, and connection. And when you can feel connected in your relationships, you're not going to want to avoid your reality. You're not going to want to get out of your reality. You're going to want to be in it and to play in it and to have fun in it. Anyways, hope this helps.